Have you ever noticed there are usually certain limitations on carrying luggage for passengers on public transport? For example, passengers of MTR's East Railway are allowed to carry a piece of luggage free of charge if it fulfills the requirement below. The total dimension of the luggage should not exceed 170 cm. That is the length plus the width plus the height. And any one side should not exceed 130 cm. Total weight should not exceed 30 kg. Only trolleys with dimensions not exceeding 45 cm times 45 cm times 100 cm are permitted. Passengers of KMB should not carry goods larger than 0.1 cubic meter, except on the routes to and from the airport. For further interest, you may look into the given websites for details. Now, I would like you to pause the video and do page 43 exercise 19 on your own. Then check the answer from the next few slides to see if you can get them all correct. If you have any problems, you could ask us in a coming Zoom meeting on volume. On the right is a 3D shape. It is a triangular prism. Its base is a right-angled triangle. A cuboid can be made by putting two identical triangular prisms together like this. The volume of the cuboid is 3 times 4, which is the area of the rectangle, and you have to also times 7, the height. The volume of the cuboid is 4 times 3 times 7 cubic centimeter. We can find the volume of each triangular prism in this way. First, find the volume of the cuboid first. That is 3 times 4 times 7. That is the volume of the cuboid only. And you have to divide it by 2. That is 3 times 4 times 7 and all divided it by 2. That would be the volume of the triangular prism. The volume of the triangular prism is 42 cubic centimeter. However, you could also find in another way. That is, find the area of the triangle base first, and then times the height. That is 4 times 3 all divided by 2. That is the area of the triangle. And then finding the area of the triangle, you multiply it by the height, 7. And the answer would be the same. That is 42 cubic centimeter. When finding the volume of a prism, we only need to know the area of its base and its height. The formula for the volume of a prism is equals to the base area times the height. If it is a triangular prism, you just only need to find the area of the triangle and then times the height. If it is a hexagonal prism, you have to find the area of the hexagon and then times the height. Let's calculate the volume of this prism here. This prism is drawn like a cuboid, but it is not. The base is a parallelogram. First, you have to find the area of the parallelogram first. The area of the parallelogram is 4 times 2.5. That is 10 square centimeter. To find the volume of this parallelopipe prism, you have to find the base and then multiply the height. The height is 6. Therefore, the volume of this prism is the area of the base, which is a parallelogram, which is 10 square centimeter, times the height. 10 times 6 is equals to 60 cubic centimeter. Let's go through the summary here. Number 1. The space that an object takes up is called the volume of the object. For example, when you compare a cake and a tart, a cake is larger than a tart. Therefore, the volume of the cake is greater than that of the volume of the egg tart. Number 2. When making a 3D shape using objects of the same size and shape, the more objects there are, the greater the volume of the 3D shape is. For example, Model A and Model B. Model A is made up of 3 cubes, and Model B is made up of 4 cubes. Therefore, the volume of 3D shape A is smaller than that of 3D shape B. The standard units of volume is cubic. If it is a 1 cubic centimeter block, it is 1 cm times 1 cm times 1 cm. If it is 1 cubic meter, it is 1 meter times 1 meter times 1 meter. Number 4. The standard formula for finding the volume of a cuboid is length times the width times the height. Number 5. The standard formula of finding the volume of a cube is length times the length times the length. John has 2 measuring cups of the same size and shape. They contain the same amount of water. John puts some small objects into the cups. This method is called the water disbursement method. You have to take a look at the water level in the cup. There are 2 keychains in a cup, and there is 1 correction fluent pen in a cup. So, the volume of 1 star keychain is smaller or greater than that of a correction fluent pen? It should be smaller, yes. The volume of the cuboid on the right is 24 cubic centimeter. Its length is 4 cm, its height is 2 cm. What is the width? To do this sort of question, you still have to use the standard formula. Volume of a cuboid is equals to length times the width times the height. First, write down the equation. 24 equals to 4 times 2 times W. Then it is like the algebra. You have to do the calculation step by step. The second step is 24 equals to 8 times W. What is the width? The width is equals to 24 divided by 8. That is 3. The answer is 3 cm wide. This is the end on the topic volume. If you have any question, note it down and then ask us during the Zoom live meeting. Bye, girls!